Good morning, students. I am Professor Sunita Shirsat. I have brought one of the beautiful poem, A Red, Red Rose by Robert Burns. First of all, we are going to take information about the poet Robert Burns. Robert Burns wrote more than 600 poems. Actually, he was a Scottish poet, and Scottish dialect is found in his poems. He is considered the national poet of Scotland. I have already told you that he was a Scottish poet and he wrote many of his poems in Scottish language. So he was considered as a national poet of Scotland. And according to the critic Raymond Bentham says Robert Burns is the first truly modern poet in British literature. Okay, this is the very most important thing that he is considered first truly modern poet in British literature. That's very great thing about him. Burns' father. Now, have a look. Let's have a look on his family. That means his family background. Robert Burns' father was a tenant farmer, and Burns worked as a ploughboy. Ploughboy, that means one who works of ploughing farm. Burns' father tutored him and his brothers at home. That means Robert Burns didn't go in any school, but his father taught him at home. His father used whatever resources to provide additional education for his sons. That means to Robert Burns and his brother. Now, what's about Robert Burns' education? He grew up. Actually, his parents were very poor, and so Robert Burns was not grown up in a comfort zone. He was poor but well read. He taught himself to read French and began writing poetry in Scottish dialect. As an adult, he was unsuccessful in making living farming. What's special about Robert Burns' styles and form? During the last 10 years of his life, Burns mainly wrote lyric poems. Yes, this is very important. Lyric poems as songs in Scottish dialect. That means his lyric poems were called Scottish dialect. Burns also wrote many poems from a temple point of view, often reflecting the perspective of women suffering from betrayal of or loss of love. That means he wrote many of his poems related to female. That means for writing poetry, his point of view is female point of view. That means he sees everything in his poem by female point of view. What's Burns' style and form? During the last 10 years, he wrote lyric. His poems are mainly in Scottish language. Okay, female point of view is there and other things are there. As of the 18th century, poets standard verse from elegies, epistles, satires, epigrams. Rhythm. A Burn has rhythmic style. That means rhythm is the pattern of beats created by arrangement of stress and unstressed syllable irregular with the unpredictable, regular with predictable. Then what is meter? That means Robert Burns has used meter in his poetry. Meter is the regular rhythm and in a predictable pattern of stress and unstressed syllable. Now what's about Red Red Rose? Robert Burns completed the poem in 1794 in an English dialect called Scot. The poem is based on folk song. Burns heard on his travels. Robert Burns wrote his poem A Red Red Rose to be sung, but not for reading only. Now, what are the figure of speech used in this poem? Find the following in Burns' poem, example of simile. Oh, my love is like red, red rose. Oh, my love is like melody. In example, that means these are example of simile. Actually, poet has compared his love to red, red rose as well as sweet melody. Then also there's use of hyperbole. Hyperbole, that means exaggerated language. The poet assures his beloved about his love. And I will love thee still, my dear, till the seas gang dry. And I will come again, my love, though it were then 10,000 smile. Okay. Here, poet assures his beloved that he will love his beloved till the all seas go dry. That means doom of the world, and he will come back to her in spite of being at a distance of 10,000 miles. There's also imagery. First line of the poem, that means, oh, my love is like a red, red rose. We imagine picture of red rose, which is also symbol of love. Okay. Then till all the seas go dry, that means we have picture in our mind. Seas are having become dry and nothing has been remained there. That's the end of the world. Then there's example of anastrophe. Anastrophe, that means so deep in love am I. That means here we can also say it inversion. That means words are not in correct prose order. Okay, I am in so deep love. Okay, there's also example of personification. While the sands of life shall run, sands of life. That means life. Now, let's have a look on the poem Red Red Rose. Robert Burns. Okay, Robert Burns says, oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I. And I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry. Till all the seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun. And I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run, and peer the wheel, my only love, and peer the wheel, my only love, peer the wheel a while, and I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles. Okay, that means here's poet in the first stanza compared his love with beautiful red rose melody, that's a sweet tune. Then also he calls his beloved very beautiful girl. He was so deep in his beloved that he express his love in exaggerated language, that he will love her till the end of the world, till all the seas go dry, till all the rocks melt with sun. Okay, and he also assures her that he will love her till his death. And now he is saying her goodbye, and he is going somewhere. That means he is aparting from her, and that time he assures that he will come back to her, whether he is on distance of 10,000 miles. That means in the poem, narrator has expressed his undying love for his beloved. What is the theme of the poem? You will have also question. Their theme is love theme. Undying love is the theme. Okay. Then what is the tone and mood of the poem? We can say mood is about city. Then mood is about emotional state of reader. Okay, this is very important. Emotional state of reader. This is a personal feeling. Then emotional state of author is also mentioned here. Okay. That means poem is simple one. Poet has used his undying love for his beloved. It's a very beautiful poem, and youth like you definitely will like this poem. Okay? Thank you. If you like this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe my channel. We will see again. See you. Bye.